Hello friends, back with some Black Reliquary today. We've gone hog wild. Following our defeat of the Levantine Janissary last time. This is probably unrelated, but the gambling tables are currently closed. Almira has not specified why at this time, but the bar is free and the fighting pit is free. So it's been a little while since I've played. I'm playing like a couple of times a week at the moment because got other stuff on in my life. Not that much of it, to be fair. So what are we doing? Sort by stress, sort by level, the old classic. Let's sort some of these guys' stress out. Just a little bit. A little bit more. Galley? Yeah, okay. So, Blosby's in the gambling hall. We must have done that last time. Oh no, it's locked. Uh-huh. Okay. But the bar is free, which is great. So let's put Igu in here. Peveril in here seems reasonable. We'll lock those in, but there's no reason we can't put some other people in as well that we're not going to be using. Might as well put Boudica and Aselin in as well. It's all free, buddy. It's all just free. We love to see it. Okay. So, what are we doing this time? And why, right? Yeah, think about it. So we've got all of this stuff going on. Vicious Eye Patch seems not great, if I'm honest. It seems like it's designed to make you overkill stuff a lot. It might be okay. I mean, it's probably fine. -5 accuracy isn't a huge downside. Plus 5% crit is actually quite nice. Clarity Incense. Okay. I'm thinking we want to try out either the Exposed Interior or the Treasury again, because we've done each of them once. We did a huge Mammoth Caverns mission last time, or the time before last, and that took 2 episodes. And we've done the Catacombs a fair bit as well, so let's try out the Exposed Interior or the Treasury. Now, I don't want to do a medium mission, obviously, because all of my guys are super stressed out from that Janissary fight. I was a little underleveled for it. I think I did rush into it a little bit, which is fine. We were just about successful, although our Flagellant did die. Padlock of Transference might be okay for like a utility abomination. Abomination is not one of my favorite classes, but I don't think I've... Maybe I tried it once in Black Reliquary. Maybe not. They definitely exist in Black Reliquary. That's all I can say for sure. So... -4 speed is like triggering the part of my brain that tells me to stay away from it, but -4 speed isn't as bad as it would be in Vanilla Darkest Dungeon, because the speed stats, like all stats, have been scaled up a bit. Let's do some Exposed Interior, though. We already have one Tenacity Ring, but I do like it. Just a good generic relic. I don't think we need a good generic relic at the moment. I think we want something a bit more targeted. None of these are really like jumping out to me as being amazing. Not that trinkets really necessarily are in Darkest Dungeon. Could go for another Tenacity Ring. We're a little light on Valor marks as well. Much to think on. Apologies for taking my time in figuring out what I want to do here. That doesn't tell you, time is ticking on a little bit just in the day. Let's do a short mission for now, and then we'll do some longer missions later on. Or tomorrow. Yeah, let's just do this one for now. We're scouting the Exposed Interior at night. Can't remember what that means, if I'm honest. I think torches have different effects in the day and the night. Like neither... The light level is constant because you're outside. As I understand it, which is to say, not at all. All right, let's figure out who we want in the Exposed Interior. I don't know very much about what enemies we can fight. I think we've only done one Exposed Interior run. So let's check it. Let's take a good generic party. Ooh. Mayo has tetanus, which is pretty bad, but she is a healer, so that's okay. Our Grave Robber can be in 3 or 4 most likely. Let's take a frontline occultist. Is that right? Doesn't feel super wrong. Doesn't necessarily feel right either. So we've got pistol shot and point blank shot and then tracking shot. Just trying to make anything work here, really. So we want to open with point blank shot, but we also have wicked slice open vein as well. Pretty low stakes whether he's in position 1 or 2, to be honest. Going to have 3 abilities either way. Our occultist is going to need to be able to do something from position 1. Has sack stab, weird reconstruction, and amber curse. Could take vulnerability hex over demon's pool, but I really like being able to shift stuff around. And I found that's a really good way of getting to understand enemy abilities as well. It's just shifting them and seeing what they can do and what they can't do in that situation. I think the audio is peaking a little bit. Hopefully that's not too unmanageable. Might need to sort my compressor out again. Sometimes OBS just resets your settings for no reason. I mean, she's a Vestal. We could take Illumination over Dazzling Light, but I really value the stun. I'll tell you what, we've done a lot of expiation stuff. Let's take Illumination, and then we'll try and keep Bolbeck in the back line, so we don't want Pick to the face. Obviously, I want Shadow Fade or Lunge. Right, okay, that does complicate things slightly. Have Flashing Daggers, Thrown Dagger, Poison Dart. We could take both Lunge and Shovel Bash and drop Poison Darts. In that case, we also drop Flashing Daggers. And maybe we do take Poison Darts. Oh, you kind of want both Flashing Daggers and Poison Darts, or neither of them, I think. We're not Amber Blighting things. I don't know how much armored stuff there is. Probably some, right? For Amber Blighted, we have Lunge, we have Shovel Bash. Maybe we drop Thrown Dagger. We can hit the backline with Poison Dart, so maybe we take Flashing Daggers. Yeah, I like Lunge, Flashing Daggers, Poison Dart, Shovel Bash. We'll try that. What can she not do from the backline, or from the second to backline? Shovel Bash. That's okay. Alright. Seems fine. Seems fine. And we did upgrade. That's cute. We did upgrade some stuff last time, so we can take a look at upgrading some skills and upgrading some gear potentially as well. So we've got 1, 3, 4, 7 on this one. I'm not even looking at what they're doing. Maybe I should be. Do we really care about upgrading Amber Curse? Difficult to tell. I should have looked at it before I did it, but I didn't. And that's just the world we live in now. So we've got, Dazzling Light to increase the stun chance. Obviously, more healing is nice. Illumination. It's just so little money to upgrade it at the moment. Bypass is stealth. We are outdoors in the desert at night, so I feel like stealth is kind of thematic for that, right? Like, so there might be some stealth stuff going on there. What does this really do? It's a very, very slight extra dodge debuff. It's no extra damage, which is notable. 1% extra crit chance, that's not nothing, I suppose. And an accuracy base, so it's like it's an indirect damage upgrade. 1 extra torch. I'm actually gonna leave it. I'm a little skint right now. I'm a little money poor. That said, this does seem like a solid investment. If we were playing Vanilla Darkest Dungeon, I would not be that bothered, but Black Reliquary is significantly harder. And I know it a lot less, which, of course. Right, sort by stress. Let's just put everyone in here, shall we? Right. Okay. We'll take an Antiquarian. Not with us this time, but in general.
The real treasures of this place will be truly invaluable.
So, and the Antiquarian is something that, and I don't know, because like I always say, I've been staying away from spoilers, but the Antiquarian is something that I think probably has been changed significantly, if I had to guess. And it is just a guess. Scavenge requires corpse present to use, gives an additional 1 to 2 minor antiques after combat. That's cool. It does specify that it can't be used during the prep round. Like, my knee-jerk reaction to that is that if you can generate a corpse during the prep round, you probably want to be rewarded for that. But there might be other stuff going on. There might even be abilities that generate corpses on other classes. So there's probably a good reason for that. Mending vapors. So it doesn't look like the skills themselves have been changed too much, but I'm more thinking the Antiquarian's passive effects. Her looting effects may have been tweaked a bit, and I'm sure they have because there's just more loot now in this. So, right, where are we going? Exposed interior, short, skeleton at night, trinkets. Nearly forgot me trinkets. That's fucked up. Dismantled distant blade, extra riposte. Highwaymen love ripostes. This is good. We haven't taken Duelist Advance. We could take it over Open Vein or Wicked Slice. We could take it over Wicked Slice. Open Vein does seem better than Wicked Slice, just natively or naively. Sorry, not natively. Obviously, there's a huge crit modifier on Wicked Slice, but that's not really reliable enough for me. So it might take Duelist Advance, and then we can riposte. Although it does actually say riposte attacks when hit there as well. So do we just straight up get riposte? We must do, right? That's what that means. Okay. Disregard. Oh, fuck it. Let's do that anyway. Chances are I'm going to just pick one of the two melee skills and use it exclusively anyway. Okay. Dismantle distant blade. Commanding visage. Do we fight very much Levantine stuff out here? I don't think we do, right? I think yeah, I don't think we do. I think we're just fighting Wildlander stuff. Could be wrong. We'll put this on our Vestal. Seems pretty nuts. And the Chirurgeon's Pendant. The Tenacity Ring could be good on a Highwayman. He's in the front line, and he's not super tanky. Our Occultist. Not really sure what the Torch is doing here. In the Exposed Interior. We can take the Slippery Boots, I suppose. Blight Skill Chance can go on the Grave Robber. Survival Guy can go on the Grave Robber. And Charm of Order, I suppose. Why not? Not too bothered about Resolve XP. This all seems fine. Alright. Let's go. Torches. I'll take a stack. Food. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I'll take 3 shovels. 16 food. 20 food. 20 food. Bandages are basically always useful. Antivenom I'm not sure about. I'll take 1 Laudanum. We'll take 2 Laudaner. Laudaner? Laudanums? Laudaner? It's Latin, right? So it's Laudanums. I don't know. A key, just out of habit, really. Archaeology kit, we'll take a couple of those. Yeah, we're pretty skint, so I think that's going to do it. The Shroud of Night can grant particular advantages to your foes. True, I've noticed that. Just in my personal life. And I won't be elaborating.
We cannot properly study these ruins.
Of course.
If we are under attack. Make it safe here.
So this is the opposite of the caverns. The caverns is all rooms, no hallways, and this is all hallways, no rooms. The catacombs is like a traditional kind of Darkest Dungeon style map, and the treasury is like a choose your own adventure kind of thing. How much risk do you want to take for how much reward, which is awesome. And I think I need to know a bit more about the game before I do it. So, Mantling Moonlight, more Kvarot spawn chance because they spawn in the dark, as they do elsewhere. Torch level 0. Okay. Hero party effects, more stress received. We crit more. I never really understood that. Monster effects, monsters crit more. Again, doesn't make a huge amount of sense, but that goes all the way back to Darkest Dungeon 1. Certain enemies start combat with stealth. Okay. Good thing we have our de-stealth ability. Torch item effects. Buff target, ignore stealth for 1 turn. Oh, that's cool. So we actually don't That's really cool. I think this is the first time we've been out here at night. I could be wrong, but I think it is. That's very cool. So we don't want to use our torches to increase the torchlight. In fact, we can't, I believe. We want to use them to bypass stealth instead. Very cool. What are you? The slain cactinid has been left to fester. I've been burned here before, I think. Bandage. Nope, nope. That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Take up the spades.
Sure.
This is nothing to trouble ourselves over.
I agree. What is the narrator's name, by the way? I don't know if the narrator has a canon name. Whoa. Some wildlanders. A big dog. Of course, we have the prep round, so we have poison darts. We can blight, although for less, and we can debuff with blight resist. Flashing daggers is probably just a strong choice, right? Flashing daggers. Let's flashing daggers you. Okay. So, what I shouldn't have assumed is that attacking someone who was in stealth de-stealths them. I did assume that, and the only reason I assumed that is because those two things tended to be bundled up together in other abilities. It'll say ignore stealth and de-stealth. And I think all de-stealthing abilities, at least that I know of, all the stealth ignoring abilities also de-stealth abilities. So that may not have been the best play based on that assumption, which I shouldn't have made. We can Amber Curse, we can Amber Blight. This dog has like no health, which is a really sad sentence. So let's Amber Blight the Reaver. We're just trying stuff out, you know? We're just trying stuff out at this point. Yeah, we don't have a good prep brand ability on our Highwayman. 33% chance to hit, 35% chance to hit. It's fair. If I do hit, I'd kill it. So I've got a 1 in 3 chance of just killing this. Still not bad. Still not bad at all. I do like that there are... Like, the prep brand doesn't completely deactivate abilities. It just makes some abilities less desirable than others. Multi-phase fights are something that I think Darkest Dungeon does really benefit from. Dazzling Light, we can stun this. We can stun this, right? Kinda. Not really. 47%, 50% stun resist, so 60. It's got about a 28, 30% chance to stun. %40 chance to de-stealth. We'll try that. Okay, good. Plunder? What did you just do, mate? What did you just do? More creative stealth, right, okay. Fuck that. Not a sack stab. Not eldritch, no, they're all human wildlanders. I think we... No, let's just try and kill this. Feels like a mistake, because the guy who's buffing himself is obviously charging up for a big attack, but with the resources I have, I think we want to just kill these as well. That seems important. This is marked. It's got a really good chance to kill it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, only just, though. Only just. These guys are horrified, but not by too much. So now we can maybe stun you. Okay. Oh, so this little effect here is Amber Blight. Cool, 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 cool. That makes a lot of sense. I think I've realized that before and forgotten it again. And it's like a slightly different hue now in the night. Because crystals don't glow brightly in the night. They don't glow orange in the night. They just kind of, yeah, see a little translucency going on. I like it. Some really nice attention to detail. Do you want a lunge here? Do you want a flashing daggers? It's not got enough health that I'm worried about flashing daggers. I think lunge is probably the higher DPS play. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, I think we got away with something there.
We press on. There is much to do.
I think we were very lucky there, if I'm honest. Right, I'm going this way because I don't know if secret rooms can even spawn in the exposed interior. It would actually make sense if they couldn't. But if they can, and we find one here, then the secret room will count towards our 90% of rooms in terms of being a room we've explored, but it doesn't count towards the total number of rooms you have to explore. So that would mean that we wouldn't, if we found a secret room up here, we wouldn't have to backtrack. At least as I understand it. Yeah, it's flashing daggers. They've got no blight resist, which is quite nice. So I think we go for this one. Reduce the blight resist. Oh no, it doesn't affect blight resist. It affects blight amount received. That's me not reading. Luckily, they don't have very much anyway. Let's Amber Blight you. Keep having to remind myself what Amber Blight does. I always get it confused with XP8. But you know, we're like 12 in-game weeks in. There's going to be things that I don't know about the game yet. Or haven't internalized yet. If there hadn't, I would be concerned that the mod wasn't deep enough, and I certainly don't have that concern.
Yes. Yes.
Gorgeous. So we can poison darts this. So we blight 4 points per turn for 4 turns. So this will go up to either 5 or 6. Let's see if it rounds up or down. Or we could not. We could just fail to blight it. Okay. That's also fine.
Devastating.
We must remember that we have illumination. That's going to be very important, I think. Let's stun these guys. These guys are a little annoying. Wow, I am having no luck at all today with actually being able to stun anything. A Grave Robber is our highest or second highest DPS character. Let's poison darts instead. Okay. Then we can sack stab this and kill it anyway, almost certainly, and we did. More stress. (50-50) to stun it if we hit, so a 45.5% chance to stun, repeating of course. I deserve that. When your Lich Commander wants to show you this cool new trick he found. It's what we call a necrotic hack. I'll be here all week, unfortunately. Do you want to heal? No, I want to just kill it. Nice. Oh, damn. Okay. Some nice stuff there. Debuff Stone can get in the sea. Excuse me. Thank you. Got some good stuff going on here. What are you? This cookware contains a strange, virile brew. Of or pertaining to male sexuality. Gross. I think I might want to cleanse that before I drink it. Nope, apparently I don't. Apparently I just want to go for it. What an aberrant taste. We've all been there. Tachycardia? Everyone? Everyone's heart is beating 1,000,000 miles a minute. Oh no, you're fatigued? -8 dodge, -2 speed. That's pretty bad. Tachycardia, -10% damage, plus 10% stress received. I wondered if that was going to be like less death blow resist against heart attacks specifically, which would have been cool. If you're a fucking nerd. The slain cacklin has been left to fester. Let's try it again. All right. Okay, I assume that was a blight that I resisted. Nice.
You must keep eyes peeled.
Didn't take any anti-poison, did I? We should camp quite soon. Good. Interior tactician. That's great. Yes, love that. Yeah. Okay.
Our cause is righteous, but requires funds.
So I want to camp in this room, I think, whether or not there is a fight here waiting for us. There is not. Can there be fights in rooms in the exposed interior? I don't know if I've ever seen one before. I might well have done. Might well have done today. Who knows?
The nights here are frigid.
Okay. Clean gun seems fairly poor here because I am using Duelist Advance and Open Vein a fair bit. I'm mostly using point blank shot on the prep round and missing and then not being able to use it again. Which again is on me for not bringing something I can use in the prep round. Sanctuary seems okay. We don't have a huge amount else to do, really. Pilfer always gives us a shovel now. That's great, because that's sometimes really, really clutch. Scout, sure. Huh. Oh, because find supplies is generic, right? Everyone has access to find supplies? No? Huh. So this costs twice as much time and does strictly less than Pilfer, but it's not generic. It is generic, right? It's not generic. The Grave Robber just has like a different set of... I'm confused. I'm really confused. Alright. I don't know what's going on. It'll hit me at like 2 in the morning, and I'll be like, oh, what did I put on YouTube that I didn't know what was going on? I know what's going on now. Right. So we want Dark Strength on someone who is pagan. Good chat. Yeah, I guess let's go Clean Guns, and then we'll just encourage a couple of times. Not the strongest set of camping skills, but I could have changed them. I didn't. Just didn't bother. Kvarot's altar, a site of sinister rituals. What does that do? That gives us a negative quirk? Or cleanses a negative quirk? Who do we have who might want to cleanse a negative quirk? Both of these seem pretty bad. Yeah, alright, let's do that. Moyo, let's hope this does what I assume it does. No, okay. Okay. That does not cleanse a negative quirk. That tries to give me a negative quirk. And I bet it tries to give me specifically Archaeomania. And it didn't work because she already had it. I bet that's what's happening there. Yep. What an aberrant taste, and yet. Okay, no secret room. Didn't really expect there to be. They're all stealthed. So really my only option is to attack the front line with poison darts or flashing daggers, or to use a torch, which would not be bad, to be fair. We have all these torches, we might as well use them. So let's flashing daggers you. Great. Did nothing. The chest is on fire because of all the rabies. Oh shit, on turn start, random ally suffers 10% max HP damage, 8% chance, so an average of 0.8% max HP. It's quite bad, isn't it? It's not that bad. But it's like, it's getting worse, right? Because that's a disease now. It's in slightly darker green, whereas this is just a symptom. It's in lighter green. That makes sense. I didn't notice that before, I don't think. Creeping cough is considered a disease rather than a symptom. And it looks like the full diseases are the ones which sometimes, not always, have this extra, like, on-turn start thing. That's quite bad. Okay. Right. Amber Curse. Fine. Fine. You win, Stealth Boys. But not for long. It's a really cool sound effect. Yeah, a really cool sound effect. Because I do a little bit of sound design myself. I dabble a little in sound design myself, not very competently. And getting effects like that, just in like a home studio or whatever, is way more difficult than it's often given credit for. So, once again, obligatory shout out to the art and design and sound. Right, where were we? Fuck. Illumination. Once again, it's got to work at some point. Cool. Wow, that's quite the image. Grinhound. Amber Curse. Amber Curse. This is actually going okay, all things considered. I think this has been fine. PBS? Yeah. But then we have upgraded our skills and equipment going in, so that's fine. So the Pain Warden is dead. These guys are quite scary once again, so I think we want to quite liberally use our torches here. Buffed. Oh, more death blow resist, of course, yes. Okay. So we can lunge you. Great. And Duelist Advance. Oh, buddy. Come on, man. Right, Dazzling Light. You can't even use Illumination. Balls and bollocks. Let's just heal.
Our injuries will mount. We must rebound.
Yeah. Let's use Shovel Bash with our Grave Robber next chance we get. That's pretty good. We no longer need to worry about that, although I think it's probably still a good call. Grave Robber's pretty fast, yeah. Cough, hack. Great. Why can't we use this? Why can't we use this? What am I missing? Oh, it's stealthed. Yep, smart boy. That's me. Hiya.
This day is far from over. Step in good health.
We are burning through our torches a bit here, but that's fine. To be expected, to be honest. Oh, gorgeous. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Okay, so we do get some scouting. Have a vendor up here, which is nice. Any more scouting? No, that's okay. Foreign archaeologist. The researcher inquires about any relics you might have. What's a relic? I should know what a relic is. Are these relics? We have a lot of Matak, right? Let's... Okay, 12 lost tech. All right, we'll take that. I think that's probably good. I'm not 100% sure. Hundo? Hundo, 70-70. We'll take the Hundo. No one's particularly stressed. And let's just head back. We should only need to explore one more room, and we're in really good shape at the moment. Well, fairly good shape, I would say. Good shape for Black Reliquary. Poor shape for Darkest Dungeon. But good shape for Black Reliquary. This is about the best I've ever done so far. So I will 100% take that. With what looks like on paper a fairly squishy party as well. We do have a main healer and an off healer. But no one who's like guarding or like has tons of protection or anything like that. No man-at-arms, no crusader, not even a houndmaster. Dredge feels like it should be tanky, but I don't know if it actually is in practice. I need to get back to the Dredge. Need to figure out more about what makes her tick.
For now, there is labor.
Okay. More scary stealth guys. Still don't know what this amber cluster symbol is next to Wildlander. I hope not to find out. Let's use a torch to amber curse this. I think it's important. Or it might not be! Tricky to tell. Tricky to tell. Right, and we can... I don't want to lunge because I want our Vestal to be able to use illumination, and also it's the prep round, so I probably shouldn't be doing that anyway. I will poison darts this. We're not doing a huge amount of blight because of that, but we're also lowering the blight resist, so that's fine. Yeah, the front rank is stealthed. Guess we'll move back one. Yep, that looks like a prep round skill. But I think it does less horror on the prep round. So if I'm right about that, I may not be, but if I'm right about that, that shows that the designers have fairness in mind. I think that a lot of your skills that have negative effects on the enemy are nerfed during the prep round, but that's also true the other way around. I think. I might be misremembering, but I hope that's the philosophy, because it's very cool if so. Not something that every developer would do. I think we can all agree with that. Getting a little light on health now, my occultist. It's such a cool enemy design. I love it. If I put that in one of my D&D campaigns, I'd be like, as you trek through the elven forest, make a perception check. 27, okay. Just ahead of you, you see a shape moving towards you through the rain and fog. Some sort of wolf. A huge, dire wolf with a fucking axe strapped to its back. Players would go mental. They'd love it. I'm gonna do it. Don't tell my players. We can still flashing daggers. I don't think we want to. I think we want to just lunge and kill this, maybe. We need to do 11 damage, so we've got an 80% chance to kill it. Perfect. Can't complain too much about that. Let's just heal the occultist. Not sure what that noise was. Okay. All's well that ends well. These guys aren't super stealthed anymore. Only for one more turn. That's one more turn than I'd like them to be stealthed for. Fine. So I will shovel bash you to stun you. I can't illumination, unfortunately. But we did get the stun off, which is good. Can't do anything here. Oh, it's got a ton of stun resist. That was silly of me. Alright, well, we made it through the stealth phase. Oh, lovely. That was clutch. That was clutch AF, if you'll excuse my sibilance there. Kind of accidentally spat into the mic a little bit. I apologize if that was audible. And if it wasn't audible, then I apologize for telling you about it. 60% chance to bleed. Looks good. Okay. It is still regaining health, so... Nope, spoke too soon. We need to do 17 to it. This is all we've got. It can't possibly stun it. Nice. Yeah, excellent. Let's do that.
We must care for one another.
Yeah, why not?
Drawn out and merciless. An adequate performance for now. Keep it up.
Don't like your tone, you small bitch. Okay. Oh, sick. Yes, okay. More of these guys. So this is like a loot item. I can't remember what they're called as like a class of item, but it's a loot item that when you have them in your inventory, they passively buff you, which is very, very cool. I love that. It's quite a significant one as well. Don't really know what I meant to do about that. Not that. 25 stress. Yikes. That's what the laudanum's for. And you thought I'd forgotten. Nearly had forgotten. Alright, so we've had some bad experiences with the strange virile brew. Let's put some heroin in it. Nope, okay. Well, I have poisoned the wildlanders now. Yeah, it's an aberrant taste. More tachycardia. A cough. Tetanus. Well... That's okay. Okay, that answers my earlier question. We can get fights here. Okay, Amber Curse. Do we need to Amber Curse? Ideally, yeah. We could weird reconstruction, but I think Amber Curse is going to be stronger. Ooh, very tired today. I'm not quite sure why. Flashing daggers? Yeah, flashing daggers. Has to be, really, right? Kinda has to be. Recon illumination. Oh, no! Oh, God. Oh, well, it's fine. Okay, can't complain. Right. Well. I have to say, I haven't been too enamored with Amber Curse, but maybe it's just an effect that's... Okay. Maybe it's just an effect that's a little bit too subtle for me, and I'm just not paying close enough attention to understand what it's doing. We don't want a lunge here, we want an illumination. Next turn, or this turn. More damage taken, I don't think applies to Blight. It does not. Because if it did, it would round up. I'm pretty certain. Right, illumination, the Pain Warden. Wow, I do bleed. Correct. Yeah, Pain Warden needs to fucking die, I think. Splitting Swing, Jesus. Also, I of course have realized that this does not automatically give me the ability to riposte, which would have been very strong. I think it's probably a part of a set, similar to the Crimson Court trinket sets. That would be my guess. And because it's grayed out, that of course means unlikely to work. Probably should have seen that coming, and kind of did, but I thought I'd try it anyway. Let's just kill you. Great. It's a little scary. We do have a bandage. Let's use it. All right, so the plan was to do that and then point blank shat the Hellion next turn. We may not even need to. I think we probably will. Yeah, we should be healing. And we are. Right, now I want to lunge this. Oh my word, okay. That changes things a bit. Just want to open vein then.
We must care for one another.
Good riposte. I mean, that's why I took Duelist Advances, because I didn't have too much faith in the riposte effect on that trinket. Okay, perfect. Nice, and that should do it. I think we will head back. Once we've had a look in here, a site of sinister rituals, an eldritch hex lashes out. Okay. Alright. Don't know what that means. Right, let's head back.
You proved these sunken structures to be ever navigable.
We need a little bit of money, and I think that means we probably want to take out an antiquarian next quest, next week. That's not terrible on an occultist. Weak is not terrible on a grave robber. Alright, some pretty inoffensive negative quirks. Yes, hopefully I will remember to take an antiquarian out next time. Oh, cool. Target practice, so range skill is going to be slightly better next week. Okay, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.